We are tracking another round of storms set to hit our area in the coming hours.
Right now, communities north of Metro Atlanta continue their efforts to clean up the mess from severe weather late last night and into the morning. This is a look at just some of the damage up in Gilmer County. Ellijay was hit very hard by these storms, and throughout the day, we've seen power lines and guardrails hanging over roads, roofs ripped off of buildings, and trees pulled straight out of the ground. Ron Jones live in Ellijay for us tonight, leading our team coverage. 11 Live's Brittany Kleinpeter and Erica Murphy are spread out from North Georgia to Atlanta with a look at the cleanup.
But first tonight, let's start with meteorologist Melissa Nord with more on this next round of showers and storms.
And while the National Weather Service prepares to damage survey tomorrow up in Ellijay, we have to focus on, yes, two potential areas of showers and storms that are going to impact us between tonight and tomorrow morning. Brand new, just in the last 2 minutes, the Storm Prediction Center has put out a new severe thunderstorm watch in Alabama. You notice the storms from this morning have pushed well south of our area now, so we're in the clear for the moment. But there's a few isolated storms that have just started developing, and it's kind of like somebody took the cap off and it's been blown off, and these storms are exploding. So severe thunderstorms there. They're isolated in coverage, but could clip parts of our area early tonight, and then by tomorrow morning, it's another round developing over Texas that'll impact parts of our area for the Friday morning commute. So what you need to know, two distinct time windows: isolated storms tonight, more rain and storms early tomorrow morning. But I do believe tomorrow's commute, the biggest severe weather threat will stay south of our area altogether. Let me help you visualize things on Forecast Track. As we get closer to 9, 10, 11 o'clock tonight, some of those storms in Alabama clip parts of our area. It's mostly southwest of the Atlanta area. Not everybody sees the rain. By tomorrow morning, though, that's when a better coverage of rain activity and storms start to enter parts of our area. It's I-20 and point south. We're going to have a little bit of a turbulent commute with rain and thunderstorms overhead. So isolated strong storms possible for the morning commute tomorrow. Then this rain clears out. We focus on a better looking weekend. We'll talk about that weekend forecast in just a bit.
All right, Melissa, thank you so much. Well, you are taking a look at new video from our 11 Alive Sky Tracker. Take a look at this damage. This is another angle of what was left behind in Ellijay from the last round of storms. We have just learned schools in Gilmer will be closed tomorrow due to ongoing power outages. So we're going to send things out now to Ron Jones live for us out there on the ground.
Yeah, and Ron, we were just looking at that chopper video. We can see the scope of the damage. How are things looking where you are?
Well, you can understand why those schools are going to be shut down because of the power outage. And here's a good example. I'm right at the Old Highway 5 and Ellington Road. You can see Georgia Power out here doing what they do, trying to restore power, trying to get those power poles upright and get these folks back online. And I just have to point out, guys, I just spoke with this guy by the name of Lee Workman, and he tells me, Ron, I was caught smack dab in the middle of that storm. Trees were falling down. Me and my buddies had to get out with chainsaws to cut the trees so we can continue on our road home. This is on Chapman Road up here in Ellijay as well. Now, my colleague, 11 Alive's Brittany Kleinpeter, she's not too far from where I'm standing. And Brittany, you also spoke with some residents who weathered the storm as well, right?
Hey, Ron, we are just about a block away from you, and that's right. I spoke with a pair of brothers. They live kind of right where we're standing. They told me one of them decided to go closer to downtown. The other one, that brother just stayed with his wife. They hunkered down, and what you're seeing right now is kind of the debris that they lived through last night. They, for the last hour, have been looking for their pets. They have 3 cats. They were able to catch 2 of them. They're still searching for the 3rd one, as well as a rabbit. But as you can see here, from homes to even a state agency building, nothing was left untouched.
Kept on lighting up the sky, and it kept lighting the sky.
What some residents thought was just some light rain, and lightning quickly turned more violent Thursday morning.
I was sitting on the porch. I took a bunch of pictures and video, all the lightning right before it happened. And I told my wife I got in the house. I told her let's hunker down.
As severe winds and rain pulled down power lines along Ellington Road and Old Highway 5.
Right now I have a solid metal rod going through my house. Luckily, it just missed us. We were going through the room that it was entering.
Destroying homes.
See, it tore most of the roof off, and most of it came from here and blew over on everything.
and even damaging a state agency building in its path.
We're trying to get our mind wrapped around what all damage we do have. Obviously, there's a lot of internal damage as well from water damage.
Officials with the Georgia Forestry Commission spent much of the day cleaning up.
We were able to salvage both truck tractor units. We got some sensitive items in the office that we're moving to a different location.
And as recovery efforts continue tonight, many in the community are still trying to understand how a storm that came and went so quickly caused so much chaos. And guys, you're also going to see some livestock around us. These two families have a lot of chickens. I've been talking about them for the last couple of hours. They've been trying to catch them. They have been able to catch some of the chickens that are right in front of me. They're using some of the debris to keep them enclosed while they continue to clean up. But we talked to county officials. They said they are going to continue to assess damage throughout the day, and they're going to keep us updated as well. I'm going to send it back to you, Ron.
Okay, thanks a lot, Brittany. We're going to head down to southwest Atlanta. That's where we find Erica Murphy. Erica, you spoke with residents dealing with damage as well, right?
Ron, that's right. We are here in the Grant Park neighborhood where heavy rains and strong winds really took a toll here. Ron, I want you to see that utility crews have been here since early this morning, and they are actually still out here trying to restore power lines. They just cleared the debris from the trees that fell in the street earlier. Now, this all unfolded around 8 a.m. when some residents reported that the sky turned dark and they started hearing howling sounds. In a matter of minutes, both trees were down, and now at least one homeowner says that she's lived in the area for 8 years and has never seen such extensive damage.
We haven't seen something this extravagant. We've had some trees come down on his playground at GPCP, but this is by far the most. It was really dark in our house. We heard some crashes, and then the power went out. Came back on quickly, but we definitely, the wind was blowing, and it was definitely a large storm.
And Ron, most of the residents that we spoke to say that their power went on, it went off, it came back on again. Most of them are saying that they do have power now, but their wireless routers, most of them, they don't have internet access right now. But we do see Xfinity crews out here working to restore that service to people. Reporting from Atlanta's Grant Park neighborhood, Erica Murphy, 11 Alive News.
Erica, thanks a lot. It's going to be sporadic throughout up here in North Georgia and also down there in Metro Atlanta when it comes to the power being out. Guys, we're going to send it back to you live up here in LJ. Ron Jones, the 11 Alive News.
All right, Ron, we appreciate you leading off our coverage for us tonight from out there. Thanks so much. And we will continue to track up-to-the-minute updates on the latest round of storms online on 11alive.com. You can even send that information, we can send it rather, right to your phone. Just text the word storms to 404-885-7600, and we'll send those links to all of our coverage.